Hey there. Welcome back to our Forming Tibet campaign where we are getting pretty close to forming or finishing the Mountain Kingdom mission here. And we're also, I think, on the verge of forming Tibet itself. Uh, so we just need to be, it just says we need to be at peace. And we basically have everything that we need in order to do that. So once we finish this war over here, we'll probably form Tibet, immediately go to war against this little tribe over here, and start working our way down this mission into getting the Mountain King. And I want to do this one first before I do the Mountain Kingdom, because this will allow us to see our ruler will gain 3 additional points to his zeal, and that'll allow us to do this one finally. Which, oh, no, wait a minute. It says I need to own another province somewhere. Do I not own it? It says Kocha is not, needs to be owned by Zhangzhung. But I do own it. Okay, well, we'll see about that. I'm still going to prioritize going down this one first. I'd like to just become a monarchy sooner rather than later. The only thing I'm kind of stuck on, though, is it would be nice to get this law passed right here, because then we could get that assimilation speed. But maybe we're not going to do that. I think we're going to become a monarchy before we ever even do that. So maybe we just maybe we don't need to be doing this at all. And instead, we're going to use our stability to, I think, integrate the Tocharians, who, as you can see, there's quite a few of them. And there's still more to be found, too, as we are actually expanding into areas where there are lots of Tocharians. So that might be something I do maybe right now, to be honest. I could do that right now and just make them citizens. And that'll help with the loyalty issues that we're experiencing in these provinces. So that'll be, let's see, we have minus 0.20 stability change. That will go for a little while. So we'll just deal with that for now. And yeah, so we're gonna try to get this land of the heavenly horses, and then we will immediately go into the Mountain Kingdom and try to form the autocratic monarchy here. This one we can do pretty soon as well. I mean, it's nice. We don't actually use horse archers or light cav at all. Like, there is literally no cavalry in our army right now. So, but I mean, it's nice anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and unpause this. And we should win this war fairly quickly. We just have a couple of places to siege down. And when I do, I'm going to have to delete some of these forts, I think. And hopefully, I can form Tibet very quickly. Or, yeah, we'll form Tibet. It doesn't make us a monarchy. We will become a federated tribe. And it will add citizen pops, freemen, and slave pops as well. And our capital will get a bunch of nice bonuses, as well as our entire nation as well. The Tocharian integration will be nice because it will also allow us to grab the Himalayan traditions at some point. Even though I know, like in Invictus, if we click on the region here, in Invictus, this area is called the Himalayas. In Terra Indomita, it's just called GU. So, but this is the Himalayas. I'm pretty sure of that. So we will let how many people we got here? I guess we'll just let the looting be gentle, and we'll have you guys immediately go into here, take these guys out. This should be an easy fight. It looks like they're running off into the mountains here, into this desert, actually. Well, if they're gonna try to go around, they've got a long way to go. Oh, they're just gonna hang out. Okay, suit yourself. And we won't disband our levies. We're going to send them right over and immediately declare war on these guys over here. And at some point, it might be in our interest to expand into this area too. If we were to go after Wulé, they do have lots of Tokharians, or at least a few. So we click on Tokharian and we highlight. We can see that there are Tokharian pops all in this area. So if we are integrating them, it might be in our best interest to expand into that area. I don't know how much expansion I'm going to do, because at some point I'd like to conquer North India and really kind of take a huge swath out of here. And we might have to wait for the Mauryan collapse, which is probably still a bit of ways away. It's 277 BCE right now. So we probably have to wait a little bit of time before that ends up happening. And now the Sarmatian power wants to... Where are you guys? Oh, the Aorcian revolt wants to trade with us. I will allow that. Okay, so this war is now officially done. We will take everything for ourselves and imprison their leaders and let the rest disappear. We will send you guys immediately over here. And I believe, can we form Tibet? We can, so we're going to do so. Nice, and we now have this new awesome flag. I love this flag. Tibet has long been a backwater, isolated on the mountaintops which protect us. However, our harsh and treacherous lands will not protect us forever, for sooner or later we will be conquered by a force too great and terrible to overcome on our own. To survive, we must end our time of isolation and actively lay conquest to our neighbors. With the plateau firmly secured within the borders of our realm, we can proclaim a glorious Tibetan empire capable of projecting power and influence from the top of the world. So, it does appear now that we could... I think this makes for a reasonable amount of expansion going into here. It would be nice to also conquer into Liang as well, so that we could get that kind of region bonus of getting more levies that way. So now we can have 3 ideas. 3 ideas. So I will maybe... Do I want to do this now? Yeah, I think maybe we will. I think we'll do this now. We will get some... We'll get the martial ethos. Could get slave output, or I think complex tariffs works, and I am going to stick with the sanction privileges for the corruption bonus, and that gives us promotion speed and a tribesman output bonus as well. So we still have a decent amount of PI, and I might have my leader go on Scheme for Influence right now to try to increase the rate at which we're getting PI. I will trade a little bit. We now have another trade route, which is great. Do I want to do that with? I could get some olives and increase the slave happiness of our slaves, so that might be a good idea. Or maybe Diplo reputation might be a good idea too. Maybe I'll go for honey and we'll increase our diplomatic reputation. Like so. That will increase our aggressive expansion reduction, and it just should make people like us a little bit more. Why don't we go to our characters, and we will start selling people off into slavery once more. What is this? Tokharian recruitment drive. The right to join the military and defend Tibet through force of arms has long been a point of pride of our citizens. Now, with the increasing rates bestowed upon the Tokharian people, calls are mounting that they should be allowed to serve in the military as well, as a possible solution to our dwindling manpower reserves. Of course, this might well cause jealousy and resentment with our existing soldiery, many of whom still view Tokharian as their old enemy. Yeah, I think this might be something we want. As much as I'd like to get the military traditions of the Himalayas, it's also nice to just get a little boost to our levies here. So I think this is an excellent idea. Tibet will We will get a couple of penalties, though. We will get Tibet gains cultural resentment for 60 months. That will reduce our discipline by -5%. That hurts, actually. That does hurt. But we will increase the Tocharian culture integration progress by 10%. I think this is worth it in the long run here. And this should not take too long now, as the civil war in Chi over here has been resolved. And I apologize for the sirens there. I do live on a busy street. I'm sure you can hear them. So these guys are now on their way over to conquer Way 2. And we will... Yeah, we're going to save our money in PI here to get the land of the heavenly horses. And then we can do this and form the Mountain King. Or form the autocratic monarchy here. And I want to do this soon so that I may be able to do this. Though this is still kind of confusing to me. It says I do have it. Right? The province of Oxiana. But Kocha is under my colors, so I feel like I have it. But it's saying I don't. We'll see what happens there. We're just going to let our guys get into position. We could change our laws, like I said earlier. We could go for oral tradition. I don't think that's necessary right now. Bountiful harvest. Word has arrived that this year's harvest was exceptionally good in the territory of Caria. Whilst the merchants may be holding their heads in their hands, the people rejoice at the plummeting price of bread. I could go for stability or 96 gold. Stability, it is decreasing, but that's only because we are integrating the Tocharians, which will end at some point soon. So maybe I'll go for the money. We'll get that money and build up a nice gold reserve here. Who knows? What if Maria attacks us? I'm going to need mercenaries. Okay, you guys are just about in position here. Oh, and I forgot. I should also delete some of these forts. Let's see. If I delete... I could delete... I mean, the mountain ones make for a good defense, but I wouldn't mind maybe building a mine on here to increase the stone output. So maybe I'll delete that, and I will delete... And I'll delete this one as well. That works for me. Okay, so now we are in position now, so I will have 2 of my 3,000 stacks on attachments allowed. Well, you're already on that. Okay, well, I'm sure it's fine. Then maybe I'll go back and disengage that. So I think we can just immediately go to war. We don't have a Casus Belli. Oh, I thought we would have. Okay, well, maybe we can summon the War Council. Can we get that for... No, doesn't look like for Wheelite. Where are these guys? Way 2. Oh, that's them. I think. Who's Wiley? Wule? Weird. Okay, so this is Wiley, but on the map it's spelled with an H. We could get a claim for Maurya, or we could get a claim for Nabaka. Well, this guy, apparently the guy who's pushing for the claim for Nabaka is... I don't want him to become disloyal. I could just say they're a bunch of fools. Then maybe I will fabricate a claim on these guys. I think I'm going to have to do that. It might make sense to disband these levies for now. As you can see, we actually have quite a few people. We have a few extra people here. So, be nice just in case, you know, Maurya declares war on us. We'll have more people to defend ourselves against. And we'll have to wait a year. Oh, we just have to wait till February until we can do it again. But this will be done in 480. So we're going to have to wait a couple of years here. That's a little frustrating, but it is what it is. Maybe I will do the North Terran Basin. Oh no! Wait a minute. Of course. Oh, stupid me. I could have done this. I could have just done this, and we would get claims that way. Can I take that back? If I cancel claims, do I get the PI back for that? I'm afraid I don't know if this. I'm gonna do it. Do I get the claims back? No, we don't. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Well, I missed. That was a misplay on my part. Oh well, you live and learn. I totally forgot. I totally forgot about that mission there that actually grants me claims, and I just wasted that PI. That's too bad. But we'll just go ahead and get this, and we will fill out this trade route here. What are we not getting that we might want to get? Maybe precious metals. Precious metals are nice and valuable. We're not getting the surplus bonus for that, but that's fine. And we have to fill it out again. Okay. With what now? I think honey. We lost our honey connection here. Then I will cancel the precious metals and get more honey and get that surplus bonus again. Can we? No, we're not ready to take one of these yet. I think once. Oh, here we go. So the north. An impromptu war council has been called by Keisha Spa in the city of Shul, our base of operations in the edge of the Terran Basin, now that the region has fallen to our forces. Consultations are brief and the verdict is unanimous, and what is even better is that the omens are favorable. We should continue to push north, for we shall find victory before us. Okay. So, whoa, that is a big stack. That is a big stack of rebels right there. That is actually pretty terrifying. That's 28,000. Where the hell did that come from? And now they're sieging down my fort here. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to raise my forces here. Hopefully these guys can get up there before they take that down. I doubt it, though. This is going to take them a while to get up there. 28,000. That is insane. And now they're leaving. As quickly as they came, they are now leaving. You know, why don't you go that way? Just get the hell out of here. No, you're going back. Okay. I could maybe hire these guys to help out. Okay, well, they don't really know what they're doing, I guess. The Tocharian integration is almost done. We're at 68%. It's moving along nicely. In which case, we will start to see positive stability again. So they seem to be just going back and forth. They don't really know what they're doing or what they want to do. I'm contemplating, do I want to just waste the money on these guys to fight the rebels? I mean, it's looking like they're not going to siege down that fort, so maybe I will. Maybe I'll just hire them. We will all head up here. And now Taiyuan is at war with who? Yankee. Ooh. That's going to be a tough fight. Yankee and Bugu. These guys, those guys up here. Yankee is tough. They have 526 pops. I don't know. I mean, Taiyuan is a useful ally to have. But then again, that could, you know... I can't really go into their lands right now because I'm blocked by these mountains. So it's not like I could carve out any of their lands for myself. I am probably going to say no to this. Sorry, guys, but I'm going to turn my back on you. Instead, maybe I can form an alliance elsewhere. Maybe with Huji or Arimaspia. Definitely not Maria. You guys don't like me very much. I could form an alliance with you, but they seem pretty distant. Maybe Yiku. Or you know what? I think I'll go with Huji. Or these guys. Yeah, I think I'll go with these guys because I wouldn't mind fighting Wule and Whaley to at some point. So that's too bad. I turned my back on them. But oh, and it looks like the rebels are still being indecisive. My guys are going to go up here and take the shortcut. Let's see how our tech is doing. Our tech is... Oh man, it's still taking a while. It'd be nice to have another one of those events. Army mutinies. The acceptance of Tocharian recruits within the army has taken a turn for the worst, where initially the biggest problems were a lack of discipline and morale. Now outright mutinies have begun to emerge. The men refuse to fight alongside those they consider to be barbarians, foreigners, and enemies. Their anger, fueled by hurt pride and supported by some prominent vocal leaders, is no longer directed only at the supposed Tocharian brothers in arms, but also at the ruling government itself. If we do not act quickly, this may escalate further. Let's see. This will okay, we could say the experiment has gone long enough. That would reduce the Tocharian integration progress by 15%. That would also mean that they wouldn't be able to fight in my army, so I wouldn't have any bonus to my levies. I could say we must carve out the heart of this mutiny before it spreads. In which case, this would cause all kinds of damage to the morale of basically all of my armies here. Or I could just say an example made of some of their leaders will bring them back in line. This will bring the Tocharian culture up by 15%. My own culture will suffer a 2.5% happiness bonus, and I will lose 10 military experience. And this guy, chief of the Oo clan, will die. Tenzin Oo. This might be the likeliest way I'm going to go here. I'm just going to make an example of some of their leaders. Okay, so we ended up killing this guy, and we will put Shebu in, and he will become our elder. He's 46 years old, so he's not that old. Scholar of the Divine. Dude Namru has, by all accounts, remained a scholar of the Divine Man for much of his life. It caused some embarrassment, therefore, when he was discovered extorting a local temple to an egregiously reasonable degree. Before reprimanding Dud, it must be said that it would be expeditious to our efforts to influence him if we were to brush this under the table. I could, for 24 PI, gain 10 corruption, or I could just say a slap on the wrist and gain 12, only 12 PI. We do have corruption bonuses, but we're pretty much on the verge of becoming a monarchy, so I might just give a little slap on the wrist. At least this kind of makes up for the PI that I wasted earlier. Another event. Some of the youth in the settlement of Sangdam have started partaking in old fertility rites. Oh, I think we've seen this one already. This one right here, this little province, we could let them experience a bit of pop growth or gain some more PI. Yeah, I think I want the PI. And now the Qin are asking me for their help against who? Yanshang. These guys right here. Yes, I will say okay. I'm not going to do much regarding that, but I will say yes to that. Okay, so these rebels are just... it does say that they are experiencing attrition, but I haven't seen their numbers go down at all. Yeah, I will suppose I will go for the religious calendar here and get a little bit of civ bonus. The key want to request trade as well as Pandya. I will say okay to that. Why don't you go on unit reorg to recover your morale? And we have just about everybody here, I think. No, these guys are still really taking their time. I wonder if we could fight them here. It does say we'll win. They have a stronger army, while we have a stronger general. And our army has a higher morale than theirs. But I might wait for the rest of these guys here to come. Kind of a waste of money that I bought those. Mercenaries, but it is what it is. I don't want to have to. I don't want these guys just walking around. Our ongoing attempts to woo the highly skilled stateswoman Shuthlanda Tener have encountered a hitch. Have I been trying to? Okay. Oh, Shima. I think she's the woman who I recruited instead of selling into slavery. Being a true woman of the people, Suthlananda has decided to invest in the creation of a beautiful monument to please the Tibetan people. To complete this mammoth task, she requires a large number of able-bodied souls. If we were able to provide such assistance, she would surely be in our debt for just 5,000 manpower. Or I could throw a little bit, or I could just say perhaps we can assuage the people in another way. Spend 47 gold and get 30 PI. I don't know if I want to spend the manpower, to be honest. I mean, I only have 7,000 manpower in total in maximum. And that would give me 50 PI. I'd rather spend the gold, to be honest. I have more of that in abundance. Okay, you guys are just about here now. So why don't we have these guys on attachments, and we'll have everybody else on attach. I think we should be able, they do outnumber us, but we should be able to beat them. Okay. Let's go ahead. Prominent centralization. I think we'll just let things progress naturally. This is like an event to gain centralization, but I do not want that, so I am just going to let things progress naturally. Are we fighting? And what's going on here? Is this a glitch? What is going on? I think this is a glitch. Oh no. We are defeated. What? During 4,000... And now we're going all the way back there. What the hell was that? That made no sense. A voice behind bars. It would seem that Sumai's Rohini, despite her incarceration, has managed to spread some particularly vile rumors about us. Okay. We will... Oh, I could say, well, she's not wrong, and that would give us no effect at all. Because we have the lustful trade. Okay. I think I'll go with that. It says now my guys are in... This is so bizarre. This is like some weird glitchy thing that's going on right now. This makes no sense. Because my guys are in retreat, but it doesn't like... They're not... It doesn't look like they're in retreat. This is just a weird glitchy event, I think, that's happening right now. Nothing about this makes any sense. And now they are off somewhere else. Okay. You know what? I say to hell with them. I was hoping to form the autocratic monarchy this episode, but I don't know if that's going to happen now because of this whole ridiculous situation. Why don't we just... We'll go declare war on these guys. We'll finish them off. I'm going to get rid of these mercenaries because I don't think we need them. Or they're not even there anymore. Is that right? I don't think they're even... That must have been the stack that got stack wiped. Yeah, there they are. I can see them. So they got stack wiped for some reason. My other guys didn't suffer a single casualty. And now I can send them back. Can I not? Why not? Why can't I send you? Oh, because you're on attachments. Is that it? That was really weird. That was a very strange event. I don't know what that was. I've literally never seen that before. That was like some weird glitchy thing. I don't know where that stack even came from. Whatever. Let's just put it behind us. It's over. We don't have to worry about it now. I think those guys left, so they're not around. Maria, you're not planning my demise? That's good to hear. I will go for more. Maybe I'll do unintegrated culture happiness just to make people a little more loyal. We have integrated the Tokarians. I wonder, has this helped at all with our... Yeah, so we actually see some loyalty now coming from these provinces. That's nice to see. That's very nice to see. This one is still... These provinces down here are still somewhat disloyal, but it's looking a little bit more manageable. And I believe... Yeah, we actually have some decent levies that we can raise in GU now. The Seleucids want to trade with us. I will allow that. And our old ally Taiyuan is on the precipice of being completely eliminated. It looks like they have some pretty decent city. Look at these guys right here. This is a massive city. The Dravidian major power Pandia want to trade with us some more. I will allow that. Ooh, restoring reputation. Mikmar Trident has come to us to ask for help in restoring his fame amongst his clan. It is unclear how he lost their approval in the first place, but we should be able to restore it if we set our resources aside to help him. Restoring his reputation will surely make him more loyal to us as well, but is his loyalty worth the political power to obtain it? No, I don't want to spend the stability on him. I'm just going to say he has to stand on his own 2 feet. He's not particularly disloyal, so I'm more than willing to do that. Okay, we can now do the thing that we wanted to do the whole time. So I'm going to just do it quickly now. Thank you very much. And I will send this 4,000 over here. There's 3,000 over here. And maybe I will also... Ooh, I'll send this 5,000 in as well. A nice little stack wipe there. I'll send you guys over. Like so. Should be another quick war, and once it's done, we can actually do some of these. Ooh. This would be a really nice one to do, gathering under 1/10. This will actually give us a plus 5% assimilation speed. That's nice, because that means we won't have to maybe worry about this one not doing oral tradition. But I want to save my PI and my money for forming the monarchy. And it looks like we have some barbarians in here. Like I was saying before, this is not such a bad thing, because they will basically populate this area while losing a little bit of civilization value, which is fine, because civilization value is not high anyway. Once we become a monarchy, we might want to start dealing with this. And here we go. Like so. Oh, we finished the sacking of Toxo. Let the looting be gentle. And they have just populated this area a little bit more. Let's see the... Oh, they're not... They're Vedic. Okay. Or they're Kamarupian. They're not our culture or religion. But, hey, pops are pops. I'm going to just rush this real quick. Like so. And I will take these for myself. And it looks like Yuan is now completely disappeared. We actually border Yankee. So we could fight them if we wanted to. But they do outnumber us quite a bit. So I don't think I can disband because I'm still technically at war against Yanchang. Qin does not look like it has too many soldiers, to be honest. I mean, we've got 14,000 just hanging around over here. These guys are, I think they're moving over here, so I'm not really sure what they're doing. But hopefully they deal with that war soon. But now we can actually do Land of the Heavenly Horses. The Land of the Heavenly Horses. The Fergana Valley is a distant journey from our capital, and yet we have somehow found our interests entwined in this region. Although we anticipate fierce resistance from the inhabitants of the cities that are here, we look forward to adding these centers of civilization and culture to our growing borders. There is much, so there is much that we can all learn from each other. So now we can do that, and we will form a monarchy. Just like that. The Mountain King. When Kyashi Spa first assumed the duties of commanding our people, few could see the meteoric rise that would lead him to the absolute pinnacle of power. And yet here we are. Maybe even the gods themselves are surprised. So much has happened that it would be a fool's errand to recount that many deeds of Kyashi, and besides, there will be plenty of poets and bards singing these stories all night long. Before the revelry can begin, however, there is a coronation that we must attend. I accept the sacred duty and swear to you that I will do my best. Okay. And now, oh, you know what? Maybe it wasn't a good idea that I spent all that PI earlier. Oh well. But now we have to fill out some of these positions. We'll go with... put you in there. You can be my mantry, so we can get some good legitimacy bonuses. Military experience. Okay. I think I'm pretty much satisfied here. I could put this guy. He has a higher zeal rating than this guy, but this guy is obsessive, so I kind of want to keep him in there. Alright, so yeah, I think that was a pretty decent little episode. We had one little hiccup in there from that ridiculous, weird, glitchy thing that happened. I don't know what that was. That was really weird and strange, but that's in the past now. We don't have to deal with that. I'm sure our levies are much reduced, but we could probably deal with that. We could go to military service here if we want to increase our levies. I don't think I'm going to go to Royal Guard just yet because, I mean, we don't really have much levies to raise a legion anyway. This guy, see, he's got some daughters who could become, it's right now the succession is a little weird. Let's see, he's 54. This guy's 59. So if I were to go to Cognatic, maybe I'll do that. And does that help? Yeah, okay, so now our daughter is now set to become the queen of this place. So, and now we actually have a real succession in place. We can start getting some bloodlines in here. So I'm going to put a cut in here for now. We finally formed the autocratic monarchy. We formed Tibet. We did a whole bunch of things we set out to do from the beginning. And now I think we're just going to sit tight for a little bit, let our stability work its way up. Or, maybe we could work our way into this area here. I would like to disband my levies as soon as Qin is not at war. But, yeah, next episode we're going to just continue working our way down this area here. It still says... culture is not owned, so I don't know what this is, because it is owned. It is owned by me. But maybe we're not going to be able to do this one. But we can do the Mountain Kingdom. We can do Master of the Horses. Which province do we need for that? Oh, we need this one over here. We can't migrate to it because this area is not inhabitable. We could migrate over here and eventually maybe go to war against Yankee, but I kind of want to focus east for now, and then this might be the next area of expansion. I'd also like to maybe create another slave train and start snaking along here and working our way up and creating a nice, just sort of connecting this area all along. But that'll be for later episodes, and if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.